Hey you guys, Drew Pillow, the most targeted citizen. Out here just getting it today. Showed you guys the other day that I put the 2x4 in for my foundation. And I was just going to do this room. Well, once I realized that you just can't do one at a time, you have to pull all that out. So I went ahead and started cutting it out because, as you can see, the wall is sitting directly on top of the 2x4. Not only that, but the 2x4 is not sitting on the frame mount. It's that little frame mount right there. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? How did that happen? It's like the wall is pushed out and it's sunk. Well, to fix all that problem, I came over here because I wanted to do the other side too. So I started looking at this. And this right here is a corner. This is what the slide out's on. As you can see, I've got it kind of braced up somewhat. Let me show you this if I don't get you too dang dizzy here. But come up like this right here, holds it up like that. That right there does that. That folds it out. But there's nothing holding it. The slide out has to rest on this corner piece here. The corner piece goes over here like this, and then that sidewall goes in like that, butts up to it. Then this actually rests on that. Then there's a stud, a two-beam stud here, two 2x4s that come all the way down the middle here to take the weight of that. Well, pulled the rest of this out of this wall, as you can very well see. And when I did that, I started looking and seeing, look how high that is. That mount is supposed to be down. That mount's supposed to be a 2x4 and 3/4 inch plywood down. And I was like, how in the world did the wall fall? Well, I kept digging. I tore the other side out as well because it's all rotten. I got to get it all out so I can start replacing it. And as you can see, this corner here, see how much is all ripped out? I took a whole beam out through there. Well, I did not know, or I did, but I just didn't. I don't know. They make these things so stupid. They make them for production. They don't make them to repair in the future. But as you can very well see, I had to jack it up to get it up above that line. Once I get it above that line, and I can see that thing is falling. And as you can see, it was resting on here on the frame and then all the way down here. This is where the body was on top of the frame. That's how far down it was. So I've got it jacked up. So what I've got to do now is, since I've got it jacked up, I got to get another 2x4, wrap it in plastic and sit it down on top of all this framing through here. Then I got to leave space for the 2x4 or the plywood to go between that and the frame. But as you can see, all of this is just about rotted out. I didn't think that it would have been that bad. I mean, I guess I did. I don't know. I didn't know that's how they make these things. This is stupid. Why wouldn't you have a metal frame all the way around and then come off the metal frame with brackets to go wood? If you want to even do wood to save money, do metal and then have your flooring studs be wood. Why do wood where it's just going to sit right there and rot? Well, that's what they've done. They just... Wow. I'm telling you one thing. This thing's going to be worth big money when I get through with it. Just redoing this right here. Just to do this job. Pretty much, the foundation that holds this camper to this frame is completely rotted out. I mean, you can see, I mean, they're not deteriorating rotten. I mean, it's still a solid piece of wood. It's not rotted, but as you can see, the top layer is rotten. So it's just soft and it just deteriorates like mud. So I'm not going to have really that many materials involved, but you see the difference? How far that side has fallen now since I've got the body jacked up around it and how low that is. So I'm going to have to see, there's 2x4s right there. There's 3 2x4s. Those are supposed to be on top of that bracket right there. As you hear the plane coming over again. If you go to most targeted citizen, maybe even the community post on here I posted this morning, the plane going round and round my house. Here it is again. Imagine dealing with that all day long. Not only all day long at my house, but all day long everywhere I go. But that's a figment of my imagination. Let me also say this. If you guys remember, I did a video the other night, 4 o'clock in the morning when I left here. The drone was across the street. I drove to the airport, and when I got to the airport, the drone was on my left. Now, this is going to discredit anybody that says it's a planet, a star, or whatever. If the drone is right here in front of my house, and I go straight over to the airport that direction, and then I point myself back this way, and the drone is over the airport, how did it go from this direction here, if this is a planet here, how did that planet go all the way over here and get behind me? Are you saying that I went around the planet to record it? Listen to me. Are you saying that I went around Jupiter like this right here? And I said, well, look, there's Jupiter. I got to the back side of it. Argument done. It's done. The argument is over. You either show up, whoever you are, the trolls out there, you either show up and prove to me it's Jupiter, because you can't even see Jupiter in the night sky now, but I'm still recording it, aren't I? You either show up or shut up. Time and again, I've filmed these drones follow me everywhere I go. I don't need a fancy camera to film a light in the sky that's not 400 feet from me. Seriously. And it'd be, oh, get a telescope and you'll see it's the planet. I bought a telescope a year and a half ago, and guess what? It wouldn't show up but nothing but, it looked like I put a flashlight right here in the middle of the camera and was flashing it. Because it's too close. And if you look in the video I posted the other day, the American government, the federal agencies have admitted to using drones to spy on American citizens. See, the people that want to deny this, they don't deny the government is watching people. They deny it's people like me, because they can't see why would the government follow you. If I had that answer, I'd tell you. But what if, just what if, you accidentally got on a terrorist watch list? Would that explain it? Because I've shown you the terrorist watch list that's got me affiliated with Middle Eastern terrorist groups all over. It's ridiculous. Have a great day.